Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of my podcast, the 4 a.m. Talks. I'm your host, Manoj Velu, back with another episode. So, in this episode, I'm going to talk about a very key factor which is really the core for your life. That is your vision. So, this topic is really important for everyone who's watching this or whoever is listening it in audio platforms. It's really important. Why am I saying you that this is an important episode? This episode is really important because your vision is a long term one. Your vision could be 15 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now. It's a long term. And you know what is the most important thing that is going to happen in your life? Sometimes you may feel that you are having a boring life. I will give you an example. Let's say you're having your friends and it's Saturday, or it could be Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday. They are going out and they are relaxing. They are having a relaxing weekend. They don't do much, whereas you are trying to bring up new strategies. You say to yourself that this is the time that I'm going to make the full utilization of this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to try out different things and move ahead with your life. There are two things that could happen. One, your friend will not have such a big vision as you are having. You need to understand that. They may not even have a vision. That is also a possibility. You are having a long term vision. For that, you need to understand what is your sequencing is. 2 years from now, I'm going to go up to this level so that I'm in alignment with the 20 years vision that I'm having. Let's say you wanted to build a, $50 million home. This is your vision. I'm just giving you an example so that you can understand. So, if your vision is to build, 50 in $1,000, $50 million home, everyone has this concept called 1/10. You can spend 1/10 to your home, for example. So, what should be your net worth by that time? By the end of the next 20 years, what should be your net worth? You can calculate. So, if this is your vision, the friends that you're having may not have the same kind of vision that you're thinking, and they need not have to go that hard on themselves. They might say, I want to have a simple living for myself and I want to enjoy my life. I'll make sure that I'm in a job and I will enjoy in the weekends. That is absolutely fine. That is up to an individual of what he wants to do with his life. Everyone are unique, everyone are different, everyone take things in a different way. Not everyone are same with their strategy, with their thinking. So, in order to understand that long-term thinking, you need to focus on the smallest of the details that you can do at this moment, because they say every second counts. So, if you are in alignment with your short term goal, that means you are aligned with your vision. Let's say, I have given this example in my previous episodes. Let's say you wanted to read 12 books in a year. See, this is 12-month goal. But what should I do every day? Let's say, you know, on an average, the book has 300 pages. So if I don't read 10 pages a day, what will happen at the end of, December? I wouldn't have completed. It is important that you take actions immediately. The most important thing, what you wanted to do, should be on your priority list. Because if you don't work on priority, you're not going to get there. Because what it does is, at the end, if you wanted to be productive, you need to have that priority setting. Let's say there are four things that is really important, but you need to ask yourself, what is the most important thing that I have to do right now, so that everything else becomes, it naturally, narrows down. Even though if you let go of, one or couple of things, where you could say, you could ask yourself, can I do this little later? This is the most priority one. I can't, get rid of this. I have to do this by any means. So for us, for me and my sister, bringing out an episode every Tuesday and Friday, the stories that I'm telling you every week, twice, and my sister's poems. This is the most important thing that we have in our to-do lists. This is urgent and the most important. So we have to do this. I had to have, if you want to meet a friend, and if it's not that urgent, you can postpone that to another day. There are going to be times where you need to take the decision. This is where decision making comes into picture. Because if you fall back, it's going to be difficult with your most important thing. But you can actually postpone things that doesn't require immediate attention to it. If you even let go of that, which is not so important, by the end of the day, you would be telling to yourself that, you know what, I've completed, the most important thing that I had to do, and that's fine. Because at the end, there is something called vision, and that is what matters. In the last episode, I was talking about John Carpenter and becoming a billionaire. So imagine he would have number of things on his day-to-day life. But if he doesn't prioritize on what he needs to do, then that is the key factor which is going to take him to another level. And each level is a different game altogether. He has to understand that. For that, what I'm going to tell you now is very important, and that is called change. Change and adapt. Change and adapt. You're going to go to a new level. Let's say, you are working now. You were there in your college days. So first you started up with your school, and then you go to college. There is a change. New set of teachers come, new set of friends come, new set of, labs and other things comes in, and you are wired differently. So there is always a change. And if you don't adapt quickly, you're going to fall back. You are going to fall back. And to recover that fall back, and the momentum is not with your side, it is very difficult. So, why am I telling you this? I'm speaking in terms of general, but your vision could be, different. But ask yourself, what is your vision? It's very important. If you have not written what is your vision is, you have to go after this episode. Just go get a piece of paper or write it in your diary where you would pick up that book every single day. Just write what is your vision, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to achieve after 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now. It could be anything. So, having this is really important. It can be anything. Just write it down. It's really important. So, after that, you got to ask yourself what is the most important thing that you need to do right now, and don't compromise that. For that, you need to understand what priority means. So you're going to write it down. So this is the week, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the most important thing that I can never neglect. And then what happens is you will be really amazed. You will be aligned to your vision. You will have a boring life, man. I'm serious. If you look out your friends, they're gonna, you know uh, they're gonna have, go and have fun. They'll go and party, they'll do a lot of things, but you will be in your home, in your office, trying to find out what are the leaks that is there, in your project, and you would be trying to fix it. And then you might be reading a book, you might try to get a new strategy in that. So in those times you need to understand that your vision, and you just gonna go there. That will drive you. This is what happens to most of the people who have succeeded. Because they look up to that vision, they keep doing the things, and they are aligned. And remember, failures, it is the most important thing, because there you have an opportunity to become better and grow. So you would grow exponentially. You might fall down, but you will grow exponentially if you just get that one trick that it was missing. It just takes one strategy. It just takes one book that could change your life. One person can change your life. One contact can change your life. It would bring, your vision closer, meaning you will achieve earlier than you thought. That is because you were constantly thinking about it. If you do not have that, and if you go to the directions where it drives you, for most of them it will be a difficult thing. So understanding vision is really important, and understanding the priority is really important for that, and learning to adapt to the change that is happening, that is really important. So you're going to ask yourself after this episode, what is my vision? What is that one thing that is really important for me to do right now and I cannot neglect it? What is the priority list that I'm going to have? Write it down and see what you can, push to another day, which is not so important, and do the most important thing right now, and, go ahead and learn to change. Because as you grow, the it gets tough, but for you, you will be more interested, because this is a new challenge that is going to come up, and you will grow and you will change even though you have not recognized that you're changing. So this is the most important thing. Today I didn't talk about John Carpenter's story because I really thought that I would be talking right to you. I know most of you are having, I know your vision, it's so big. 30 years, 40 years from now, I understand. So, for you guys, please understand, try to get that concept of prioritizing and learning to change quickly. With that being said, I'm going to do this another episode. That will be a really detailed one, but I just wanted to introduce this topic to you because I feel it is important now that I have done 15 to 16 episodes. It is really important for me to get to that topic. I was really eager to do this topic, but I just have to wait for some time. And now I'm happy that I've brought this topic in front of you. And I'm really happy that you're going to take this and you're going to reflect back and you're going to take actions, which is the most important thing. So, with that being said, have a wonderful day, everyone, and have a nice weekend. Try to look back, reflect. It's very important. It's a Friday night. I know that you have Saturday and Sunday. Try to utilize that time and see how your life changes. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.